Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 24 with the Rude Man. And I'm going to continue on to career today if things work out like they're supposed to. I think I fixed my camera. I bought a new camera not too long ago, and it came with its own software, and I found out that it was running two different softwares and they were fighting each other. So I turned one of them off and refixed the other one. I got Merry Christmas up there, but it doesn't have to be Melly Christmas. It can be something else. Let's see. I can't remember what I had on there before. Hey, Scorp. I don't know if I am or not. I wanted to trim my beard. I didn't get to that. I barely got my hair combed. Of course, there's not much to comb in my hair. It just kind of grows. Let me see. I didn't realize I had Christmas up. Let's see what I got here. Jeremy, hello, how are you? Let's see, I think I had a flight one up, didn't I? Like that one? I don't think that's the one. I think I had a different one. It doesn't matter which one I'm using. That one's kind of cool, I guess. I got the same one on here twice. Well, we'll just stick with that one for now. I can always change it back to Christmas. Anyway, we're going to start the career back up here, see what we can do. As I said, I wasn't ready for the live stream. So, just a bunch of stuff. It's coming on to Christmas, and Addie's school's been having trouble keeping their internet up, and so she's not had a lot of her schoolwork she could do. So she's coming home early today, and I had to take her, and I have to bring her home, and I barely got something to eat when I ran in here and got everything set up. And I'm hoping everything's working with the plane. So there's only one way to find out, and that's to start. But there was something else on my mind, though. Oh, it's the music is too damn loud. Let me see if I can get in there and change that music down a little bit. It's way too loud. General sound. Well, it's already turned down pretty far. Music. Wow, it's already down to 49. I can't seem to adjust it somehow. That's weird. Why can't I adjust it? Huh. Well, let's just hope that there's the music's not all the way through the damn game, I guess. This game's kind of weird in a way. Let's go in and see if we can start a career. Had a cockpit last time. Now we are just flying at night. Well, we're in a cockpit. There's a problem with the cockpit. Remember I told you I switched software? This software is the software that actually came with the 4K camera. The problem is when you do a background like this, it can only be so big in pixels. And the other cockpit I had was much bigger than this one, and so there's an issue. I'm going to have to put it in and reduce the pixel quantity. But the problem is all of that work-related software is on my other PC, which kind of leaves me high and dry right at the moment. All right, so before I can reach the next level, I just have to grind up some missions and get some more experience. So I don't know if it makes any difference what I'm doing. Let's take Somebody wants to go to Yelm. And this is where I live. Right here. This is where I live right here. There's Warrenton right there. A cheer. So let's take a mission. See what we can do. Okay, what's the title say now? I thought I just fixed it. Again? I just fixed it before I came in. Damn it. And I hate to do that stuff with a game that's kind of wonky running, because I have to window out. Damn it. Oh, I see. I got the Christmas stuff on Streamlabs. If you look at the chat, there's Twinkie, Timber, Santa Cat, Holy, not Holly, Holy, and Santa Tree. Somebody was asking for those yesterday, so I got those in. So I've been trying to keep up with everything. I'm having trouble. I don't know why it's not loading. Oh, because I haven't accepted the mission. Okay, hang on a sec. I'm trying to do this, fix this stupid thing. Man, this game, I don't know if it's worth it. It's so hard to get going. What was I looking for? I was looking for... I did fix this. I wonder if I didn't save it. Yeah, because it's showing that it's Microsoft Flight Sim. Careers is what it's showing. So I don't know what to do now, because that's what it's showing. Okay, my channels, toggle off, edit. Oh, it's different. Why is it different? All right, if somebody can check and see if I fixed it, that would be great. Woohoo, Merry Christmas to us. All right, we're going to do a ferry flight. Thank God the sound, the music is down. It's different because it's not the same, and it is good now on the title. Okay. Always something, tell you what. All right, so this is Lisa Franks. She's a mechanic and the operator of this hangout here. What do they call that? Flight hangar. Flying aircraft to destination. It doesn't say where we're at, though, does it? It just says we're going to Yelm. And I only get $2,800 credits for that. 2,800 credits for that. That's a short flight, right? Now we're going to find out if I got the planes configured correctly. That's going to be the next hurdle. Because I didn't have my buttons running last time, so let's find out. Look, and I'm all cool with sunglasses. Hey, I'm from the FBI. Tree fell down. Tree fell down. Tree fell down. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. First of all, we need to get ourselves in the picture. That was that button right there. So I can walk around my plane. The plane. Where's my co-pilot? I don't have a oh, look at, he can squat. He's a squatter. Squatter. All right, so it's the same plane that we've been flying, which is good, since that's about the only one I can actually do. What's this guy? Is that security? That was security, wasn't it? He's looking for me. I gotta get out of here. All right, let's move before he gets all excited. Is he gonna park there so I can't get out? Is that what he's doing? Remove all these things. You want to see something cool? Okay, I got everything right. Normally I would walk around this wing so I could enter this door, but I'm gonna do this and it's gonna magically put me in there. Just like that. Just like that. All right, now we get to find out whether my buttons are working or not. So if I can get inside by... Oh! All right, here we go. Buttons are working. I got no co-pilot. There's the yoke. I broke a couple eggs in here. There's where the co-pilot's supposed to be. And I even got a left window button. Sweet. And a back button. Sweet. Everything's working. All right, let's get this thing on the road. Now, it's a test. I don't have to start the thing myself, so I can just do that. And we can get on the road.
Hey, Cap. Whoa. Lisa here. Thanks for stepping up for this ferry flight.
Well,
today's job involves getting this 172 Skyhawk to Western as soon as possible. Now that it's repaired, the owner needs her aircraft flown back to a field near her place. Her name's Nancy Bergman, and she is waiting at the destination to pick it up.
Okay.
Safe flying, Captain.
All right. We're on the way to San Jose. Let's reply to that. I have a button for that. Let's see if it works. It's not working. Oh, come on. Well, it's supposed to be that button. Doesn't seem to be working. Let's turn the GPS on, the other one. That button does work. We can get down here and enter that, and then back up here. But why isn't that button working? Quick reply to announce. Dang it! There's always something. Hang on there, Miss Bergman. No, that's not Miss Bergman. That's Lisa. Hang on, Lisa. I gotta check something out here. Flight interface, is that it? No, cockpit camera. That's a camera. That's not what I'm after. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum. I wonder if it's under controls and it's let me search the button I'm supposed to be using. Wrong device, it says. Okay. Wrong device. ADF. Annunciator. Comms. Nav radio. Why is there nothing linked? I mean, I could be looking for this, but I'm afraid that if I don't do that, that I'm going to lose points. Okay. What was it? It was quick something, wasn't it? It was quick reply or something like that. Quick trim, cockpit quick view. And that's not quick reply. There it is. Joystick button 1. Well, what's joystick button 1? All right, I'm going to add a second one over here if I can. Okay, I'm going to add that. Wrong device. It's not going to let me do it. But I don't know what quick button 1 is. Joystick button 1. Okay, hang on. Toggle smart camera. That's not it. Quick reply. Okay. Open communication panel. All right. I got it. Okay. That's not how I had it set up before, but we'll work with it. There we go.
56 Sierra traffic Cessna, November 5, 90248 is taxiing to runway tree 4.
Double Ott's in the house. Hey, Double Ott. What have I missed? Scorpion playing with all the Christmas memes. Twinkie doesn't work? Oh, no. All right, I'll have to look into it. You spelled it right. You didn't spell it right. Twink IE, isn't it? You've got Twink E up there. All right, let's get on the road, but I need to look at something. Is this Astoria? What airport is this? This doesn't look like Astoria, so I don't know what airport this is. This might be Seaside, because there's a highway right there. So it might be Seaside. I think it is. I think this is Seaside. So that doesn't matter. I'm just curious. So it's not my town. It's a town down the coast about 15 minutes. So let's go take the brakes off. Merry Christmas. Yeah, you spell it right, it works. Let's hope every other thing on the plane works. Otherwise, we're going to have a short flight. And it was cold in the house this morning, and I was working around, and I've been running around so much to get this thing going in 5 minutes. I started about 5 minutes to 1 trying to get this thing up and running. And I ran around so much, I'm just sweating up a storm. My face is probably all red and all kind of stuff. Or is that my shirt that's red? I can't tell. Hey, I've red on red. I actually changed shirts because this red flannel one is a lighter material than the one I had on. The one I had on was blue, and it was more, it's heavy. It's like jacket heavy. And it was really hot. I think it's made out of wool. So I took it off and put this red one on real quick as I was getting ready to sit down and record. And I just noticed I have an actual red shirt on underneath, so I probably match better than I did if I'd had the blue one on. It wasn't spelled wrong on the thingy. Yes, it is, isn't it? Well, that's my fault. I did that in a hurry last night. When I set those up, I saved a copy of it so I could just quickly cut and paste. And then, of course, when I go to cut and paste, I can't find the copy. So... isn't that the way of it? I think it's on the other computer. All right, quick reply. We're going to do that. Quick reply.
56 Sierra traffic Cessna November 5, 90248, taking off runway tree for departure to the east.
Runway tree. We got... Why is this Irish guy following us around? I made another change for anybody that's interested. I'll show you in a sec here. Let's show you right now. All right, I'll show you right now. Let me go outside. Okay, remember when I told you when you're on the ground, the thing that turns you is the rudder back here. And you like that. That's what turns you. So it's not like a car where there's a steering wheel. The propeller, you kick the speed up and the air as you're moving, that's what turns you. But on some planes, the front tire also can move. And that wasn't set up for that. So I changed it and set that up for that. So now, if I'm moving, well, I'll take the brake off. I should be able to, yeah, see? Now I can steer that way too. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. I'm off, like a shot. Almost ran over myself. That propeller got pretty close. Remember I told you I was going to trim my beard? I almost did right there. All right, what are we supposed to climb to? 500 feet? I think we're going to the right. So I'm just kind of hanging closer to the right of that. Oh, there we are. Okay. I am going to the right, but it wants me to go this way first.
Don't sink.
Don't sink? Oh, I got my flaps on. Climb to 1,500 feet now. Okay. I'm going to keep hanging right here because it's wanting me to go that way anyway. Are we going to have some clouds today? Because I don't have instrument rating. Yeah, Scorpion's been listening to me too much. Remember, one of my daily life things is never admit when you're wrong. And Scorpion learned that lesson, I guess, from me. Even if he is wrong, he won't admit to it. Good boy, Scorp. Climbed to 1,500 feet. That was it. Oh, shoot. What's my barometric pressure? Oh, well, it's okay. Now I'm supposed to fly western. Is the sun going down or coming up? What's that shiny thing in front of me? Is that the sun or the moon? That's the ocean, I guess. Oh, I can't do this. I don't have instrument rating. Oh, okay, I'm above it. Let's head down a little bit. I gotta cut some speed back. Yelm shouldn't be too far away. Yelm, are we going west? What direction are we going? Because I thought Yelm was in Washington, which would be north. Man, I don't want to go through those clouds. Sun will come up tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow. Heck no, I'm a farmer. Farmers never make mistakes. snowplow in the sky? I hope not, because I'll probably run into it, because I run into everything in farming. I'm getting buffered now. That is something that does happen. You do hit turbulence when you get into the clouds. That's another reason not to fly in the clouds if you can, your clouds, unless you can not avoid it. In most cases, you would either try to stay below the clouds or above the clouds, and sometimes that doesn't work either. But your best bet is try to avoid clouds. They may look fluffy, but they're dangerous. Bio brake, I need one of those. I didn't get a chance to do a bio brake before I started. Somebody was in the shower. Hey, is that the Columbia? I think that's the mighty Columbia. I know we're not supposed to, it's not part of the test, but I'm curious when you're doing these missions if you can use the autopilot. There is a course set up. That magenta line that's in my compass here, that magenta line is a course. Now, I'm not on it. If I was on it, this part over here would line up with the arrow and the back and the tail. And if I was actually on the route, this would come over, or I would fly to it, and this stuff here would all line up to it. But that's not part of the test, so. And if you look at the other GPS, you'll see this is me, and this is that course over here. So we're not following that course. We're following what they want us to follow, which, right or wrong, is through these brackets here. So nice to have my buttons back. What a cloudy day. It looks kind of pretty. That brings on a song. I'm so pretty, oh so pretty. Man, I'm really climbing. You know, I don't want to be this high, do I? In the winter of '49, my parents said to get food to some folks that took the airplane and chucked it out. Problem, the potatoes went through the roof. Yeah, I would guess that potatoes would be like throwing rocks out of an airplane. There's a sad story. It's real. It was true. There was a family of three boys, I think three boys or four boys. One of them was a pilot, and their mother. And the mother loved to fly with the one son. And for convenience sake, let's just say there were three boys. No, there wasn't. There was a pilot and three brothers. That's right, because the seats were full. The mother passed away, and to honor their mother who loved to fly, she wanted her ashes to be dispersed from the airplane, right, into the air. So the 4 sons got in the airplane. They went up with the urn that had her ashes in it, and they got to where they were gonna do the honorary, and notice that this one doesn't seem to have one. Yeah, it does. This window opens. So does that one. Now, I'm not exactly sure, because it's been a long time since I read the article, which brother had the urn. I think the passenger. I don't think the pilot did, but I'm not sure. It could have been the pilot. But what they did was they opened the window to dump the ashes out. When they did, the wind blew all the ashes right back at them, and it got in all of their eyes. They couldn't breathe, and they wrecked the plane and killed them all. So, as a result of that, somebody invented a special wing window. They have a special wing window now for this kind of thing, and you set the ashes in it somehow, and then you close the inside, so it's kind of like I don't know, what would you call a chamber, a pressure chamber, where you're inside with 2 doors, one to the inside, one to the outside. The urn gets put in that, or the ashes, and then you close the inside door, and you have a handle that opens the outside door, and the ashes go out and they're dispersed, no problem, and nobody gets hurt. But I always thought that was such a sad thing, because here this poor woman dies, and every one of her family, her 4 sons, got killed, just honoring her death. Terrible story. Sorry about that. It's not my fault, because they were talking about tater booms. It reminded me of things falling out of planes. I didn't think Yelm was that far away, but that's what I get for thinking. Yeah, it was pretty tragic. Pretty tragic. Man, I tell you, I worked on this game for 2 days now, trying to get everything set up. It's just unbelievably complicated to get everything set up. One of the problems is that not everybody has the same equipment. I've got an Thrustmaster Airbus 320 throttle and pilot stick. If I was to go into an Airbus 320 and show you the yoke and stuff, this yoke is not there. It's a flight stick, like you'd have in a military plane. And then, of course, the throttle is down here in the middle, and it's got elevators and all kinds of stuff. So there's dozens of different kinds of equipment you can have, and they all hook up differently. So the game has to be able to figure all that crap out. It's just unbelievably complicated. And it's really kind of funny, because you'll see somebody like me that takes 2 or 3 days and figures it all out and gets it running just like they like it. Well, running just the way I like it might be shit to you. So you go out there and you watch a tutorial where it says the best way, the only way, we finally figured a solution. I mean, you're looking for help, and you get somebody that thinks that they're the only one that has, the right equipment, and it may or may not be of any help to you. That's what I'm trying to say. It's kind of like, I've got a problem with my computer. Doc, it hurts when I do this, and so the doctor says, don't do that. If I'm having trouble with my computer and I say, look, my computer's not doing this, everybody's got a solution that worked for them, but they have a different computer. There's a different motherboard, there's a different GPU, different RAM, there's different everything in it. And just because they clicked this little thing or switched that little thing and it fixed their problem, doesn't mean it's going to fix yours. But they think that they're expert computer, repairmen, because they could do that, It's so funny. Every time I see these, I think anybody that's got a computer is a computer expert on the internet now. Hey, I saw it on the internet. It has to be gospel truth on the Bible. Hand on the Bible truth. It's on the internet. Whatever. I hope you're not spending all your money on something you found on the internet that was an extra good deal. How far is this place away, man? I'm only getting a couple $1,000s for this. Now you see how that plane's going up and down and back and forth and sideways sometimes, and sometimes it'll do like this and then back again. That's all air turbulence, and it happens constantly. When you're in a small plane like this, you're getting your lumps and bumps. And some people, it scares the hell out of them, because you're constantly doing bouncing and getting pushed left and right, and that's just the way it is. That's why you be careful going through clouds, because that's where a lot of the turbulence is. Turbulence, air, temperature, barometric pressure, there's quite a bit to it. And there's quite a few things up in the air that will cause that barometric pressure to change, or the air temperature, or the thickness and thinness of the air. So you're just constantly bouncing. Windows Load HD. That's a big problem in a lot of Bethesda's games. Fallout, Skyrim, all of those games had a problem when you went to high definition graphics and stuff. And it just throw a monkey wrench into everything. I mean, Fallout 4 and Skyrim both have a patch for the game's version of high definition graphics, because it screws the game up. Their own patch screwed the game up, and so they had to have a patch of a patch. It's crazy. I don't know if they called it a patch. I think it was a DLC. If I remember, Fallout 4's high definition graphics was a DLC. I think. I can't remember for sure. Somebody can correct me. Somebody always will correct you. You can say anything you want. Somebody's going to correct you. That's exactly why I don't worry about half the shit I say on the internet, because you can say anything you want, anything. You're gonna have half the people agree with you and half the people say you're full of shit. So it doesn't matter what you say then, does it? Of course, I always try to be accurate with what I say, but I always follow it up with, I may be mistaken. You know, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not entirely sure. You know, I always put little bitty ticks of those things in there that kind of, it doesn't necessarily protect me from what I say. If you say something wrong, you say something wrong. I think one of the things is, if you say, look, if I say something wrong, it wasn't my intention to say something wrong. Because there's a lot of people who say wrong things because they want to. They want to prank somebody, or I don't know if I want to go up into those clouds, but there's a mountain coming, so I might have to. Yeah, I might have to go up because I think that cloud's hiding something. What do you think? I kicked up the power a little bit. There is blue sky above, you can see it. So let's see if we can get up there. Oh shoot. No. Don't stall. And don't hit the mountain either. Oh geez. I might hit that mountain. I can't climb. I'm stalling. Don't stall. Stall. No. I can't see where I'm going. All right, I'm missing my mark. It's telling me. Stall. Don't stall. Dang it. I got to pick up some speed, so let me dive a little bit. I think I can see where the top of the hill is, but I could be mistaken. And I would hope that their little tunnel of brackets doesn't lead me right into the side of a mountain. That'd be not good. I don't like it up here. For one thing, did you see how fast I got off track? When you can't see and you're not instrument rated, you can't fly because you don't know where you're at. One of the worst things is flying over water, like over a big lake or an ocean at night where there's no city lights, no lights at all. And if you're not instrument rated, you're either gonna hit something or you're gonna dive into the water, because you can get disoriented real fast and lose which way you're going, what altitude you're at. It's dangerous. That's how John Kennedy Jr. died. He was a terrible pilot. He was kind of I don't know how smart he was. He was a lawyer, but that doesn't prove anything, does it? Not even in a court of law that does that prove anything. But he was one of these kind of pilots that didn't follow the rules, took chances, was kind of cocky, like he knew everything, but he didn't. And it ended up costing him his sister, I think, and his wife their lives. There's a whole bunch of different videos on that crash. Matter of fact, there was one just recently. Oh shoot, man. See what I told you about turbulence in the clouds? Wow, that was a nasty cloud. Now we get all white fluffy ones. How long is this mission? My God. All right, western, 40 nautical miles. Uh-oh. I just looked at my engine. It's on fire. Now I have to cut back the throttle. God, don't get back in that cloud. No. See the turbulence as soon as I get back in that cloud? Man, it's kicking me around like a tea bag in the wind. The cloud is hiding strawberry sauce. Oh, let's go find some. I like strawberry sauce. Hey, Andy. Andy's in the house. Have you been in, Andy, or did you just get here? Because I haven't been looking at the chat. Oh, I guess you just got here because Scorpion's screaming your name. That sounded awful. That sounded terrible. I kind of wish I hadn't said that because I didn't say what was actually going through my head, which is a good thing. You don't want to know because it was a terrible thought. I can't do it. I can't do it. Eggnog, mean. Yeah, I've got some eggnog left. I got a couple of cartons of eggnog left. And I told you I fixed my my whiskey flask yesterday. It's all full again. I'll go make myself an eggnog. It'd be a good day for it too, because it's kind of cold. What is it? Oh, my watch wants me to get up and walk around. It's 50. It's 50 degrees, which is the limit for what we were supposed to get today. 36 nautical miles and still traveling. I haven't hit a mountain yet. Wasn't for the lack of trying, though. Look at that nasty cloud. Need to buy me a Mercedes Benz. No. How did that song go? I need to buy a Mercedes Benz. My friends all drive Porsches. I must make amends. I can't remember that song at all. Somebody would get a BMW or a Mercedes Benz because all their friends were driving Porsches. Isn't that the same chick that was also singing about a roller skate key? I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key. What does that mean? Is there something hidden in that statement? I got a brand new case of diarrhea. You got a big man's diaper. The kind of diapers, if you have to wear diapers, you want to go to NASA and get those astronaut diapers. Man, you can crap in those for a week. Because they're made for crapping in outer space, you know what I mean? You remember that astronaut that was in some kind of a love triangle and was going to travel halfway across the country in a car to kill somebody? And she knew she was going to be on the road and had to get to where she was going from point A to point B without stopping. And she was an astronaut. So she put on one of those astronaut diapers because she knew she wasn't going to have the time to stop and go to the bathroom. And she got caught. She didn't kill the person. She got caught. I never did hear. I don't remember what happened to her. But the diaper is well used and hanging in a museum someplace. I just made that up. Andy, what's new, buddy? Oh, it's commute time already? Well, we'll miss you when you're gone, Scorp. Be careful on the road. This is a pretty uneventful flight. We hope the landing's going to be good. But it's me flying, so it's hard to say what the landing's going to be like. Pretty clouds, eh? So, the mission today was to fly from Oregon, right at the mouth of the Columbia where I live, to Yelm, Washington. So we're over Washington right now. We were only over Oregon for just a few minutes because the area I live is right on the border of Washington, Oregon. There's a 5-mile bridge between over the Columbia between Oregon and Washington. The bridge, it was titled the Bridge to Nowhere and cost millions of dollars and was a big controversy when they built it because there's nothing on the other side. There's a couple of little tiny towns of a couple hundred people, 1,000 people, another little town of 1,000 people. They're little bitty towns. And they kept saying, why are you building a bridge for millions of dollars to go nowhere? Because there's nothing over there. Now, the way people got across that river was by ferry. They had 2 ferries that went back and forth across that area. And like I said, it's just under 5 miles. It's right on the mouth of the Columbia, so it's right where the ocean comes into the river. So the mouth is pretty wide, and then it narrows down as you come in over the bar and then down the river. So it's just short of 5 miles across that mouth. Now, the thing why it was important to the people that lived in Washington was all those people had no shopping. 0. Everything had to be shipped in, or they had to travel to do any kind of shopping. They had to go all the way to Longview, or from to Longview and then on to Portland. So it was hours of driving to go to any kind of shopping. There was, in Oregon where I live, there were a couple of different, there was a Thriftway, there was Safeways, there was Payless. We had businesses over here. And so that was the only choice for those people, was to come over that 5-mile bridge once it was built to do their shopping. So if you can go look this up, it was a big deal. The news were just laughing at how much waste that was to build that bridge. It was a bridge to nowhere. That's what they called it. And what a big folly it was. Why are you doing this? It's so stupid. They had over 1 million cars cross in the first couple of days. It was a toll bridge because it cost so much to build. When I first moved here, there were toll booths on the Oregon side. And so if you came from Washington, you didn't pay until you got to Oregon. If you were leaving Oregon to Washington, you paid, before you traveled across the bridge. And there was so much traffic on that bridge to nowhere that with just a couple dollar toll, it cost you 50 cents. I can't remember. It was so long ago. I don't remember what it cost. 50 cents, $1. I can't remember. Maybe it was $1.50. I don't remember. There were so many cars that went across that bridge paid itself off in just a couple years. And there's no longer a toll on that bridge. This is dangerous, people. I have no idea where I'm at. I could be flying right in the side of a mountain. I have no idea. We're going to find out, though. Oh my God, this cloud. I thought I'd seen the worst of it. This isn't worth... I'm only getting 2,300 credits for this experience. I don't know if it's going to be worth it. Oh, I have no idea. Oh no, I'm scared. Okay, I'm above the ground. I can see a little bit to the left there. As long as there's no mountain in front of me, I'll be okay. We'll be fine. The day I jumped out from Uncle Harvey's plane. That's an old saying. Why would anybody jump out of a perfectly fine airplane? It's crazy. It kind of is when you think about it. You're going to go 1,000 feet in the air and jump out of a plane with just a backpack on your back? That's pretty scary. I could never do it. I just think it's stupid. I'd be scared. I'd be terrified anyway. I wouldn't die from the fall. I would die of a heart attack. I'd be so scared. I'd be frightened to death. I wonder if I would lose points if I leave these brackets and try to get below this cloud. Yeah, the blue boxes keep me safe. You bet. Oh. I'm going to have to come down sooner or later because I can't land at 3,000 feet. I wonder if I went down, if the brackets would come with me. No, it doesn't look like it. It don't look like it. I hope I didn't forget to put gas in the plane. Andy's a faithful guy. He's got faith that these blue boxes will keep you safe. On top of that, it's soup du jour. But I think I'm gonna call on Godzilla to bring me a Dr. Pepper. What do you think? I drink Mountain Dew all the time. Should I have a Dr. Pepper? Matthew's in the house. Hey, Matthew, how you doing? Matt turned up just in time to tell me about soup du jour because I'm about a minute early. It's 1:59, I think. There it goes. 2 o'clock. It's time. But I'm thinking of Dr. Pepper. What do you think? Or I do have some Shirley Temple 7-Up that I could drink. It's in a 2-liter bottle though. That's gonna be kind of hard to drink. I'd take 2 hands to guzzle that stuff. So I'm thinking of a Dr. Pepper. What do you think? It's going to sparkle either way because it's all carbonated. All right, I'm waiting for new instructions. I'm still flying to Western, and I got 15 nautical miles to get there. Have dew on the farm? That's as good an excuse as any, Andy, to have something different. I got to find it, though. I know it's in here somewhere. Way over in the corner. Okay, it's a special Mountain Dew. I mean, Dr. Pepper. It's Dr. Pepper, which you can't see. Okay. Dr. Pepper with cream soda. So it's a mixture of Dr. Pepper and cream soda. That's okay. It's good. I like it. I gotta find my container for it, though. I'm gonna crash just messing around with this pump. Ah! I locked the cat out today. Cat's been giving me some trouble. I drink tea in the morning. I'll have a cup of tea in the morning and a cup before I go to bed. And I'm not talking about on my way to bed. I drink a cup of coffee a cup of tea a couple hours before bedtime. Most of the time, it's about 3 hours before bedtime. So the tea I have doesn't have a lot of caffeine in it. So it's not like I'm getting a ton of caffeine. But I have a little heater that it sets on. It's like something like this, only it's got a cord on it. You just set the cup on there and it keeps the tea warm. And a cat got up here yesterday and I didn't know she was even in the room. To my right is a window to outside, and I have blackout curtains up there. And the blackout curtains go from the top of the window all the way down to the floor, and they black out all light. That cat likes to get up there on that windowsill and crawl through that window like it's a tunnel, come out the other end onto my computer desk, and then walk straight across me and my keyboard to my left, and then jump down to the floor. And then she goes to the next room and she's got a routine for every room. There's a routine for every room, and if it includes a window, that's where she goes. And if there's an empty box in the house anywhere and you can't find the cat, start looking in the empty box, because she loves to crawl in empty boxes and sleep. Crazy cat. I weighed her yesterday. She's 16 pounds. So I think she went on a diet for Thanksgiving, because she was 17 pounds. Anyway, yesterday I didn't know she was up there. And all of a sudden I see something in the corner of my eye, and it's the cat. And she's getting ready to step right on that heater for that teacup. And so she got mad at me because I grabbed her. I went and grabbed for her, but I missed her. And I grabbed hold of her tail and pulled her back. And she wasn't happy with that. And then while she was still mad at me, I reached over and I pushed that thing back so it was back out of the way. Because I was in the middle of a game too. I couldn't crash my tractor or whatever it was I was doing. Anyway, we're going to pretend that this is what the Mountain Dew does for me, although it's probably going to do more of that than it'll burn down my building or something. Let me crack this thing. Ooh, that sounded good. Oh, that's cold. That's particularly cold because I had that can up by the freezer. The door of this little fridge has one of those things that you drop a pop in, it goes down, and then you put another one on top, and another one on top, and another one on top. And so when you grab the one on the bottom, the rest of them come down. And that works good. But when it's full, I'll take any extras that I have, put them on a shelf, and the shelf that's right by the freezer, I keep empty. Because I keep my medicine that I have to take an injection. Oh crap, that reminds me, I didn't take mine today yet. I might have to go do that real quick. Anyway, because I don't want to get off schedule with that. I normally take that when I get up in the morning, about 6 or 7. But I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning with eyes wide open and couldn't go back to sleep, so I just got up. That threw my whole schedule off, and I didn't do my morning pills. And I did finally do that, but I didn't take my injection. Anyway, I don't like to keep those any place they can freeze, so I keep those on the bottom. A quick reply. Okay, let's do that. We must be getting close.
06 Whiskey November traffic Cessna, November 5, 902 48 5 miles southwest, 2,900 feet inbound to land runway 9er.
All right, I'm gonna have to. Damn it! I gotta get under this cloud. I can't see the airport. Follow traffic pattern. What? What traffic pattern? Oh, here we go. Here we go. We're coming out of the cloud. All right, Addie's here and wants something as usual. So I might have to take a little break here in a second. My cat has been sat beside me all day. I wish I could get Mila to just sit. All right, so we're coming down. I need to come down. I need to cut the speed and get down. Get down. Get down with it. Get diggy with it. Jiggy. Oh, jiggy, not diggy. Not diggy. That's Minecraft. Diggy. Jiggy with it. But I need to come down a little more. I'm still 1,000 feet up. And I don't see the airport. So now that marker I'm going to that's 1 nautical mile away, that's just the start of the pattern. But if I can get close to the start of the pattern, I should be able to get close enough to see the landing strip. And I don't know if oh, it better not be one of those dirt ones. Oh, I hate those. Oh boy. Oh boy, I might have to use that road right there. I don't want to travel this far to crash. Is that the airstrip? I don't want to come down too fast. I don't know where I'm at. I can't see the airstrip. Okay, there's a blue thing over there. So let's head that way. I'm gonna crash if I don't give it some power though. Okay, where's my blue thing? Oh, is that it? Oh, hell. I'm there. All right, let me throw a flap down. No wonder I couldn't see it. It was behind me. All right, gotta slow it down. Slow it down, slow it down. Line it up. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm not quite on now. Oh no. Come on. Stop, 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 stop. Get back on, get back on, get back on, get back on. Stop. Ah! Stop, stop, stop. Oh boy. Oh, that was close. Oh, my heart's pitter-pattering. Oh boy. I think I just got another gray hair. Oh no, I'm off the airway. What happened? Oh shoot.
56 Sierra Traffic Cessna, November 5, 90248 is taxiing to parking.
Did it put me back? Did it put me back or forward? Because that was a long flight and there's a plane in my way. How do I get past that plane? Oh man. And a plane and a car. Oh, this isn't right. Can I get past that plane? Am I gonna miss it? Oh, I went right through it. Don't hit the building, no. Might not be able to go through the building. They don't make things easy, do they? There's a guy sitting in that car and he won't move. That's not right. The arrow goes through the building. Come on. This is what people are complaining about. These little glitches like this. And again, if you make a mistake, you lose points. Even it's because you can't do what they want you to do. Don't matter. All right, there we go.
Welcome to
Park and
Yelm.
brake
I'm
on.
Mrs. Bergman. Is my plane okay? I
is
have
that
a
her?
feeling the flight was tough on it. Would be a bummer to get it back in bad shape right after revision.
Well, really? They think I destroyed it or something? I didn't do anything wrong. Well, it's a success, but that doesn't give me a score yet. Oh, wow. 9,000 experience. No bonus. I didn't get any bonus. It says I crashed. It says I had no respect for the aircraft. The landing wasn't too good either. I got a D rating. That's a pass though, isn't it? Man, that's not right. That was a tough one. I had to go through all that. Well, I made $3,420. I guess. That's not bad. Reputation update. They took some away. They took some of them away. I'm level 5 now. I'm level 7 from 5 to 7. That can't be too bad. All right. Okay, everybody. I'm going to have to take a quick moment. Addie had a minor accident. Well, some kind of a minor emergency I got to take care of. I'll be right back. right, I'm back. Let's see. Let's see. What happened here? Panic time. I don't know what happened. Panic. What's going on? What? Man, when it rains, it pours. What happened? Hey, Bill's in the house. Bill snuck in. What happened? Where's my game? Am I back? All right, I think I'm back. Except for I'm not back. Where am I at? Where'd I go? Oh, I lost my chat too, dang it. Oh, man. There's the chat. There's Bill. It's a plane, not a cultivator. I'm going to rename him Trip Hazard. All right, so does anybody remember what... oh, wait, I gotta find myself. Where am I? Where'd I go? There I am. All right, does anybody remember what I was working on? Let's see, it seems like I got my commercial license. And I think I was just working on getting the ability to do certain jobs. Let's see. So specializations, first flight, ferry flight, flight scene, skydiving I can't do yet. Cargo, I'm working towards cargo. The reason why is that's where you can make the best money. Hauling cargo is going to be. But there's only so much cargo you can haul in a plane the size of the one I'm flying. So I've got to work on getting my license up to a bigger plane. All right, so certification, specialization, mission. I'm not doing another one of those ferry ones. My God, that was a long flight. No, these are pretty short ones. Not that one. Not that one. That one. Bay City sightseeing tour. Let's try that one. We're just gonna grind some missions here. KTMK to KTMK. Forgot I had a soda. Thank you, Frank. A hippo character spins around this chair, arms flung up in the air. Like that? Am I a hippo character? Probably. I used to could. All right, so contract, 8, not a lot of credits. That one at least got me a lot of credits. So let's just do it. Get her did, as they say. Get her did. Thank you very much, Frank. I appreciate it. All right, let's remove the... Addie was having a little bit of trouble. She's got company coming today. And it's the first of her friends to come and see her new room that we fixed up for her. And so she's cleaning out there, and it's been cold. So she had the door open, which I told her, you know, we can put 4 hours worth of heat in that room and it can all go away with 5 minutes of the door open. But she's a kid. So she left the door open and it started getting really kind of cool. And she has a heater that pretty much heats the room well enough. It's one of those radiator heaters that has the oil in it, and I like those because it's not like it's not like a hairdryer heater that's constantly on and blowing. This one, the heater comes on, it heats the oil in the radiator. Once the oil is hot, that's what keeps the heat. And then so the power goes off of the heater, and then as the temperature of the oil goes down, it comes back on to heat it back up. And so it's not constantly using power. And it does a pretty good job of heating. Well, I've got 2 of those. When she decided that it got cold, she went and got the other one and kicked them both up on high, and it took the power out. And I guess I'm the only one authorized to go out and flip switches in the power box, so which is probably a good thing. Quick reply. So let's give a quick reply.
Ready for boarding, Jessica. Okay, on their way.
Boarding Jessica. That sounds kind of personal, doesn't it? Is it room and boarding? Which one's Jessica?
Hope you're ready to work your magic up there, Cap.
We'll see, won't we?
On board, you're taking one of our friends, Lauren, and her sister for a nice scenic ride over the region. Just a gentle reminder about always keeping seatbelts fastened at all times. It's a matter of safety.
It might be. I don't think it's gonna help you in a collision, but I could be mistaken. Hi, girls. Did she not say these were sisters? Okay. Are they biological sisters? How does biology doesn't work in any of these games? I don't understand. Oh well, hey, a job's a job, right? So let's get going. I got to do a quick reply.
Kilo Tango Mike, Kilo Traffic Cessna November Tree 16908 is taxiing to runway Tree 1.
Okay, good to know. Let's take the parking brake off, give ourselves a little power, and head out.
Hi. Thanks for taking us aboard. I'm Lauren. I'm thrilled to fly over Bay City with you. Our parents live in the area, so this flight feels like a trip back to our childhood, you know?
Okay.
Hey there, I'm Emily. It's so great hanging out with you today. By hanging out, I mean flying.
Oh, so you don't want to hang out of the plane, right? Their lips don't move when they talk, so I don't know which one is which. But supposedly they're sisters. I can't say anything about that because I'm from a mixed family. And I have family members that are mixed families, and so when we get together, it's a party. I'm telling you. Uh-oh. Let's get ourselves. I don't know why that doesn't come on. All right, let's hustle it up here. Yeah, remember, I can't go very fast or I'll lose points. So, and we're not quite to that point. We're not quite to that stage yet. As the missions get harder, so do the rules and regulations. And so there is going to come a time where it's really going to make a difference. If I speed any, then I'm going to get dinged. And you've already seen that I get dinged for things that I have no control over sometimes. And but that's, you play the game within the rules. That's the story. Got to make sure you do an extra good job in the part you do have control over, so that when you get dinged for the things that you don't have control over, at least it'll even out. That's my theory anyway. And I'm sticking to it. Sisters, na 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 na. I don't remember the words to the song. Who else was playing this game? I think Steve the Farmer said that he played the other flight sim. I don't know if he's playing this one. I think he said something about he hadn't gotten it yet, but I could be mistaken. What the hell is... And he scared me. What is that in the middle of the road? Oh, it's a forklift in the middle of the friggin' road. Was he taking a nap out here? Nobody can see him? They got binoculars in the tower, buddy. They can see you. They can see you. I thought of something really nasty, and I'm not going to say it. I'm going to take a chance of taking a ding. Speed it up a little bit. See, this is where people that are making videos, they would just cut all this out, and they would be from back there all the way up to the start. Oh, I just got it for speeding. I told you. I just got dinged for speeding. Watch my wing, girl. Duck. Probably doesn't know what duck means. I don't exactly know where we're at. I know we're still on the coast, but I'm not quite sure where. This is a little bigger airport, isn't it? Look how long this runway is. Pardon me. It's got more than one runway, that's for sure. Of course, the little airport where I live is very small. And it's got 3, I think, runways, but it's also a Coast Guard station, so they do bring a few larger planes in, and they've got helicopters, Coast Guard helicopters that operate out of the airport, the rescue helicopters that the Coast Guard have. I don't know what they're using now. They used to use a helicopter called a Dolphin, but I'm not quite sure what model air helicopters they're using now. According to my camera, I'm flying backwards. Okay.
Are we
Kilo
going?
Tango Mike, Kilo Traffic Cessna November, tree 169 or 8, taking off runway, tree 1 departure to the north.
I think somebody in the back seat went to talk at the same time that I was getting instructions. I heard two voices. I'm hearing voices in my head. That's a dangerous thing behind the seat of or wheel of an airplane. All right, here we go. I didn't ask for permission. I hope I didn't have to. All right, climb to 550
Wow,
feet.
we're flying.
Yeah, we are. You're in a plane, you know. Oh, I thought this was an Uber. Kind of pretty country. And it is country. But that's a good thing. Having an airport in the middle of town would be kind of stupid. Fly to Tillamook. Oh, we're going to Tillamook. All right. Now, anybody remember Howard Hughes? Howard Hughes had a wooden plane that he built. It was huge. At the time, I think it was the biggest plane in the world. Called it the Spruce Goose. They say it flew, but what it really did, it was taking off from water, and it got off the ground about a foot or two for a few feet and then came back down, and that, I guess, was a successful flight. And that's all it ever flew. But it was one of a kind plane, all wood, you know, and it wasn't balsa wood, it was heavy wood, I guess. But anyway, in Tillamook, where we're at, or where we're going, there are some big World War II flight hangars. Huge. They're just huge. One of them burned down, so there's only two left. But they had this plane housed in one of those.
Look at this spectacular view. You should charge admission.
I do. You're paying me, aren't you? They were giving tours of the blue spruce out of this hangar at one point, and I got to see it. We went to see that, and then it moved, and I can't remember where it's at now. It's still in Oregon someplace, but I can't remember where they moved it. I'd have to Google it. It's probably on Google. Now this was some years ago.
Hey sis, I'm sure we'll see places we know. It's gonna be awesome.
I hope so.
Which means I'm going to have to slow down there. They're going to scream that they're going too fast, can't see anything. So, but these hangars were so big, when you got inside of them, it was like you were inside a little city. I mean, it was huge. They were just huge. And they didn't have a use for them anymore. They didn't house airplanes in them anymore. What they did was they rented them out for farmers to put, because Tillamook's real big dairy.
Hey! Now the roofs. Never expected to see all this.
It's amazing. I recognize everything down there.
I better slow down so they can see. Anyway, they rented them out to farmers to put hay and straw in, and they weren't careful, and there was some spontaneous combustion. When you put I guess maybe not as much straw, but hay, when you put hay and store it, if it's wet, Okay, I'm supposed to be 1,000 feet, which I kind of am. It gets hot. It'll heat up. And that's the process for silage, by the way. They will put hay or grass in plastic, and it heats up and ferments, and that's the silage process. But that happens
It's rolling out
naturally.
the red carpet for us. It's breathtaking.
I'm glad you're happy. It's a natural process, and they weren't careful, and they got some wet hay in that they put in storage, and it combusted and burned the damn thing down. Oh my God, what a tragedy! There are 2 more of them though, so they kind of learned their lesson. We're a little bit more careful after that.
Everything is in such sharp focus from up here.
Indeed, it is. I better watch my speed, or I'm gonna crash.
Hey, that's my house.
Uh-oh.
And my neighbors. I feel like I want to wave.
I saw it as well. I actually managed to get a picture.
Oh, cool.
Call me sentimental, but I'll cherish this memory with you for the rest of my life.
All right, you're sentimental. If you insist, I'll call you that. No complaints so far. All right, let's talk to the airport. Wants to know my position, I guess.
Kilo Tango Mike, Kilo Traffic Cessna, November Tree 169 7 miles northwest 1,100 feet inbound to land runway Tree 1.
Okay, if you insist. I'm going to keep my speed down a little bit, so that way I don't have to worry about on the other end. As long as I'm in 80 to 70, maybe the high 60s, I'm okay. If you drop below the 60s in this plane, you start to stall. And if you start to stall, you can't, this plane doesn't pull out of a stall very well. Some planes do. I've been in a couple planes in the other sim game that actually would pull out of a stall pretty easy if you knew how to fly it. But this one, once you get in a stall, you're on the ground. There is another plane, Diamond, that certain models of it have a parachute. And if you were to stall, you just pull this lever and it shoots a parachute out by rocket. And you just slowly glide down to the ground. Now, it doesn't do that without injury to the plane. I mean, you're still going to beat the plane up, but I don't think it completely destroys the plane. I guess it depends on where you land and how hard you land.
Can't wait to show my photos with everyone at the club.
Look out for the tree. What tree? She wants to show off her picture. Why don't you just send it over the internet? That'd be the easiest thing to do. Downwind entry. So we must be getting close. This must not be the one that we took off from, is it? I don't know. I don't see an airstrip.
Back to the airport already, guys. So,
There we go.
Lauren, you want to fly again?
Fantastic flight. 5 stars. Would totally recommend it.
What
Before
an
you
amazing ride. Loved it.
Well, before you start counting out stars, you better wait till I get on the ground. Anything can happen. We still got a ways to go. Although I am getting better with my left arm flying. I'm not naturally left-handed. And I know people that can do a lot of things with either hand, not that aren't ambidextrous. Somebody that's ambidextrous, they can use either hand as well as the other. I'm talking about people that aren't ambidextrous, but they still can do a lot of things with their left arm if they're right-handed and vice versa. And then there's people like me. My left hand's pretty much worthless. I'm not very good at doing things left-handed. I couldn't shoot a gun left-handed. I know my brother was right-handed, but when he went hunting, he shot his rifles and shotguns with his left hand, dominant, which I thought was kind of strange, but that was him. But anyway, I'm not that way. I can do very little with my left hand. Like if I tried to write my name left-handed, there's no friggin' way you'd be able to read it. But those are things that take practice. I'm sure that if you practice long enough with your left hand, you'd probably get pretty good signature. There are people that have had problems with one arm or the other. Maybe it got paralyzed, or maybe, they lost it or whatever, but that have had to start using their left arm and left hand. And with practice, we're able to get, becomes your dominant hand. All right, picking up a little speed because I've got my nose down. We want to get it down. Let me cut the power a little bit. Actually, I cut the power off. That's not good. Keep it in the 80s if we can. Still don't know where the airstrip is. Is this dirt thing here? Oh boy, it's right there. All right, let me put a flap down. Wow, that was sharp. That was sharp. Let's try to bring us in here. Okay. Whoa. Put another flap down.
And a buttery smooth landing for a perfect finish.
Oh, I'm glad you think so, but I can't stop in time. All right, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Do I do a U-ey and head back? I guess. I didn't miss it by too much. I didn't realize that when we were in that big bank that we were that close to the airport. It was quite a... I think if I was in free flight, I would have went around and got, further away and came back in. But that wasn't the mission, so... Now, I've already been caught speeding on the taxiway once. I don't want to get caught again. I already lost points. I wasn't getting that many points to begin with. But hey, the passengers thought it was a smooth landing. So I guess we'll go by that. And I laid a little rubber back there. Did you see it? Tip to tip. Wingtip to wingtip. Your friend was left-handed and was scolded at school. He can use either hand now. Yeah, they used to do that back in the day. Back in the day, they considered left-handed people being handicapped, and they wouldn't allow it. This was back at the start of my generation. They don't even teach handwriting anymore. What we used to call cursive.
No easy to impress the locals, but I see they're smiling.
Oh, good.
That's cool. Well done.
All right, we did a good job. Control Shift E, if I can reach the E with one hand. Mission success, congratulations. You did a good job. That guy don't even look like me at all. For one thing, he's about 50 years too young. So 100% sightseeing quality, 100% flight smoothness, the 77 for the landing, and I missed a radio communication and I got caught speeding. So remember what I said about getting good scores to offset the things that you screw up on? I don't know how I missed a radio communication. I pushed a button every time that it popped up. My nice little office. Ooh, 850 credits. I'm rich. What kind of experience did I get? Reached level 8. We're in 15,000 points of 42. I don't know what happens at 42. Is that just the next level? I think it is. But I can't remember what we're working towards. We got another unlocked specialization. And what's this? Is this a special mission? We can do skydiving now. But I still haven't got that cargo. And the aerial advertising, I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. Well, I might have to if it's a test. But that one's going to be kind of tough because they have these great big banners that you have to pull behind your plane, and they're laid out on the ground, and then they put the hook. You have a hook on your plane, and you have to fly down without crashing and hook to that thing and then fly back up, pulling it into the air. Man, I don't know. Those are those are often kind of hard. There is a thing that most pilots do though. They call it a touch and go. And they practice taking off and landing because flying's easy. Well, okay, that's probably not accurate. Flying is easier than taking off and landing. Now, takeoffs aren't bad, depending on atmospheric conditions. Scorps here. Takeoffs can be dangerous if it's windy, weather's bad, that kind of stuff. And the other thing, just like driving a car, one of the biggest dangers of flying, as well as driving, is other people. If you could drive by yourself every day, you'd probably never get in an accident unless you fell asleep or wasn't paying attention and run into a tree. But the chances of that happening are a lot less than somebody else hitting you. It's the same way with airlines. You know, you might think that takeoffs are easy, except for there's a plane that's trying to land in the same place that you're trying to take off, and that kind of thing, or a gust of wind comes out and just knocks you clear out of the air. Landings are the tough ones. Landings are tough. So they have what they call touch and goes. What you do is you come into the airport and you request a touch and go, and what you're doing is you're coming down, you're touching down like you're going to land, but you don't slow the plane down. You touch down and you ride, on the ground just a little bit of a ways, and then you immediately take off again. It's a touch and go. It's a way to practice takeoffs and landings. A lot of the landing is lining up with the runway. A lot of it is. A lot of the landing is managing your speed, so that you're not going too fast when you land, but you're not going too slow that you crash. What you really want to do is come in perfectly, and then you're coming straight down, and you start losing speed, and the plane just drops down. That's the way. As a matter of fact, a lot of professionals will say that's the way you land. It's a controlled crash. You just come in well enough that when the thing runs out of speed and whatever that's called, the torque or whatever, it just drops out of the air and you hit the brakes. But anyway, there you go. That's a story for another day. We might do some touch and goes in the future. Let's go back to headquarters. So I can do skydiving now. That's interesting. That must be what this yellow thing is. It's telling me that I've got new missions. But I'm also kind of out of time. I guess I could take a look and see what we got. I don't have to accept one. Let's see what we got here. Skydive Aviation. New specialization available. Cool. That might take a little skill. Where the hell is it taking me? Huh. Yeah, it's adding things. I guess maybe there aren't any here. I have to go over there to do some. Well, we'll have to check that out. Where the hell was that anyway? Was that another country? That's another country, wasn't it? There we go, right there. Jumping over Ampere Baruba DZ with Anna to fuel her passion. Oh. Okay. Must turn her on or something, I guess, huh? All right, so it only takes a FVR. So we could probably do that. But like I say, that's a story for another day. We did okay. I didn't crash. I'm getting closer to the next license, whatever it is. So I'm looking forward to that, because I want to see what the game offers in training for some of the other stuff that I need. I'll show you what I'm talking about. And that ain't it. One of the very first things I want to get is the instrument rating. That allows me to fly in cloudy weather, rainy weather, snowy weather, poor visibility, because you know how to fly using the instruments and the fact that you can't see a damn thing. That's important. I want to get that as soon as I can. We also have multi-engine rating. It's a good thing to have, but I don't need it right away. Merry Christmas from the Twinkies. High performance endorsement. I don't know what the hell that is. Allows you to operate an airplane with an engine capable of producing 200 horsepower. This endorsement enables pilots to crash faster than they would normally. Okay, so the thing with that is, if I get into cargo, I'm going to need a heavier, faster plane with a little bit more oomph to it. to haul store stuff, and that's important because that's where the money's at. Hauling goods is cargo is where the money's at. And then we got tailwind endorsement. I don't know what the hell that's. Superior to tricycle geared aircraft. Is that right? But for backcountry, that must be, for flying in the bush, as they say. And then we've got night currency. Allows you to carry passengers at night. That might be important, but it's not real important to me. Look, it's Santa Cat. Because I hate flying at night because I'm night blind. I can't see at night. I practiced one just this morning. I got up from where I live and flew to Portland to test some of the stuff that I've been working on the plane, to see if it worked okay before I did the live stream today. And it was the first night trip I think I've ever taken. I don't like flying at night because I can't see. It's dark. And it was okay. I did okay. I landed perfectly and everything was hunky-dory. But anyway, getting back to this, the instrument rating I want to do right away, and then maybe the high performance because of the cargo, and then multi-engine rating. These two might go together because it's going to be a bigger plane that needs more than one engine. So I think I'll start with this one though, because flying with two engines is a lot more difficult than flying with one. So I'm assuming that this one is going to let me fly with one engine, just a bigger horsepower engine. Never assume though, but we'll find out when the time comes. So in the meantime, I'm ready to go. I'll be back on farming tomorrow. And thanks for being here, everybody. I appreciate it. Scorp, glad you made it home safe. Have some pumpkin pie or something. Get yourself some eggnog. Have yourself a nog. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, I guess. Unless something untoward happens to me, I'll see you tomorrow. So, my God, I need to do that. I wish I could do it in real life, that magic, because I need to get a tree up today or tomorrow. Anyway, toodles, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.